What's up, Thrashers, and welcome back once again to the Thrash Maniac 99 YouTube channel. And I am back with yet another album review, and this time around, I am talking about the latest offering from Winterfylleth, the Unyielding Season. This also came out on March 27th, this time on Napalm Records. This is their debut on Napalm. And this is the band's 9th studio full-length overall. I checked out the last album, The Imperious Horizon. I thought that was a great album. So I wanted to come back and do another one for Winterfylleth because, like I said, I really enjoyed the previous album, so I thought, let's go back to this one. For those who don't know, this is a British atmospheric black metal band that definitely relies a lot on both atmosphere and black metal. I know that's corny, but whatever. Anyways, like I said, I was a pretty big fan of that last album, so here we are talking about this one. And, well, I will go ahead and say this actually kind of caught me off guard a little bit in terms of how much I was really digging this, but let's get started. So we open up with Heroes of 100 Fields, and right out of the gate you get these wonderful tremolo and blast beats that don't feel dark or sinister. They feel rather tranquil and rather pleasant to the ear, like something that could lure in perhaps a casual listener of metal that's not really gotten into black metal yet. This could be considered almost like a gateway moment within the song where it just feels more inviting rather than discomfort. And dare I say, as the title fits, or the title says, this song feels rather heroic. Like this is like the beginning of a warrior going in the battle for his family or his friends and people and whatnot, and comes in all guns blazing and ready to defend, and he's beloved for sticking up for everyone he cares and loves, or cares for and loves. And also, like, even the chorus, like, if you could even say a chorus, really soars up to the heavens, pretty much. And then even tasty drum groove and even a big double time stomp, almost like a atmospheric black metal version of Bolt Thrower, perhaps. And tremolos really are a big thing, a big center point of this album, but the way in which they perform these tremolos definitely change in terms of the mood or the melody or the patterns. Like, like right out of the gate, like the first four songs all have tremolos and blasts, but they're done with different moods in mind. Like the second track, Echoes in the After, definitely gets more evil, sinister, and dark. Like, definitely the darkest song on the entire album, bar none. And there's even like a big lumbering groove that comes along pretty nicely. And then A Hollow Existence um, gets into like more somber atmosphere. Like, it does start off with like tribal drums, but then it gets into these like somber riffs and triplet patterns and somber tremolo sections, even some D beats coming in that kind of add like a little bit of a gallop to the song, and it brings back the lumbering groove. And then Perdition's Flame, it gets heavier. Like there's heavier, like dare I say, death metal tremolos on top of black metal blast beats. So it's definitely got like a heavier sound to it, but you still get soaring melodies coming in as well as a double time stomp. So yeah, like they're changing up the mood quite a bit here in the early going of this album, going from heroic feels to dark, sinister, evil sounds, somber, like melancholia, and then like just hefty but yet soaring at the same time. And then moods continue to change, like the title track. Dare I say it gets a little bit gothic and a little bit doomy at the beginning. Like there's these more gothic harmonies and like a doomy groove, but you still get tremolo on top. And it gallops along nicely, you even get some like really pretty clean melodies. And even a lead melody, like there are really no leads per se, except for the title track and Towards Elysium. There are more like atmospheric lead melodies to kind of just, again, add mood to the song. But with the title track, the lead melody, it's harmonized, which really adds a lot of brightness to that moment in the song. In Ashen Wake, synths really play a big factor in setting up a mood with a tremolo melody following along, and it builds up really nicely into like a big D beat gallop. And it's again back to more of a somber vibe, like it's more melancholia coming in, and even some acoustic guitars show up towards the end. And then towards Elysium, definitely one of the more melodic songs, like, in terms of, like, the whole song. Like, it doesn't get, like, mega heavy, it's, like, very, very melodic. It's even got, like, a nice, like, rocking rhythm going on before it gets into, like, double time, and it's mostly in the double time stomp with tremolos on top, and it's rather triumphant. Like, this almost goes back full circle to the opening track in terms of feeling more triumphant and heroic sounding. And then you even have two interlude tracks, Unspoken Elegy, which is actually nearly 4 minutes, but it's so beautiful. Like, it's acoustics and cellos. Fits, it really fits the album. And then Where Dreams Once Grew, it's only 2 minutes, but the acoustic play is pretty. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Opeth when they play acoustics. And that's not even the closer. The closing track is a really great cover of Paradise Lost Enchantment. Vocally, this album, it's mostly that anguished black metal scream, but Chris, the frontman, showcases his clean vocals on this Paradise Lost cover, and dare I say, kind of reminds me a little bit of the frontman from Tribulation when he does clean vocals. Like, it's got that, like, almost gothic rock delivery that he portrays on this cover. But yeah, it's a great cover, and I think it was a great way to end this album. As far as any negatives or anything like that goes, I don't really have any really to speak of. I would say maybe the most minor grievance is that I will say with some of these more melodic sections, perhaps some clean vocals would have been actually beneficial, but that's a minor nitpick at best. So overall, this is possibly my favorite black metal, as far as like just straight up black metal or atmospheric black metal album of this year thus far. I'm giving this 4.5 out of 5. I think this is better than the last album simply because you're getting so many twists and turns as far as the mood shifts go, and just everything about this album. Like, the production's perfect for this style of music. It's not overproduced, but it doesn't sound like it was recorded in a mailbox with Fisher Price instruments. This was well done, well crafted, wonderful music. So, if you're a fan of, I would say, bands like Agalox, Seor, Wolves in the Throne Room, Primordial, even Enslaved, I'd say check this out. This is pretty amazing stuff. But of course, those are just my opinions. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But until next time, thank you for watching, keep your horns high, and your dreams wet.